Hey guys, Hunter Trophy Hunter here. So we are going to finish the Forgotten City today. We'll finish our playthrough and then we're going to do the trophy cleanup and we'll go through all that. But anyway, so in this video we are going to get the Silver Tongue and the Silver Tongue trophy. And there's a couple other ones that we're going to get while doing this. So let's go back to the temple. At first we need to save everybody.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who...
Alright, let's tell him.
I'll go.
Alright. We also had to have Glarius save everybody.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops.
We should watch him.
Fabia, listen.
There's a troublemaker coming into the city.
I know, and I'll take care of him. Just go and hide, but not in the empty shrine.
Wait, how did you know I was headed in there?
No time to explain. Go!
All right, I'll be in my bakery. Thank you, Galerius.
Alright, now Glarius is going to take care of this man for us.
No threat. You'll find what you're looking for in the avenue. Second building on your left. I've got to run.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Alright, now let's go watch him at work.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff.
Lucretia, no time to explain. I'm supposed to give you the Sylphium resin for Yulia.
What? Quick, give it here. I'm just going to help her swallow this. I think she's going to be all right. Galerius, you're amazing. How did you know?
I was just doing what the new guy told me.
I don't understand. How did... Never mind. Thank you so much for acting as quickly as you did. Another minute more and we would have
No,
lost
that scared me.
Can't stay. Places to be.
Get out of his way.
Salve, Rufius. I hear your rheumatism has you so riled up you've been harassing Virgil.
What? My condition is nobody's business but mine.
There's no need for that. I just wanted to give you this willow bark to help you treat it.
A treatment? Really? Thank God. Finally, some relief after all this time. Thank you, Galerius. You're a good man. And I'll be sure to leave Virgil alone. I know I haven't been at my best lately.
Appreciate that. Now, I've got to run.
Alright, one more thing to watch him do.
What now?
I have a message for Malleolus.
Yeah? Who's it from?
The Emperor. He knows Malleolus's real name is Quinctius, thanks to Claudia, and demands he withdraw from the election and release Ulpius and Iulia immediately.
Are you
All
out
right.
of your mind, farm boy?
Alright. And
Citizens.
now... What's up, man? Now let's go talk to this guy. Oh, I guess we should wait for him to talk to the good news. There he is, he's running.
Good news, Ulpius. Malleolus has agreed to release you and Yulia from your debts.
What? Are you messing with me?
I wouldn't do that. You're both free.
We're free. We're free. Thank you. It seems fortune smiles on us after all.
Alright. Now, let's go talk to Hades, Pluto, Osiris, whatever the hell you want to call him, the god of the underworld. Now I'm stuck. Alright. Before we do this, I'm going to make a save state. Okay. Oh. Now it's Osiris. My bad. I gotta pay attention to my surroundings. Oh, oops. Alright. So, for the Silver Tongue achievement, this is how you do it.
And here you are. Allow.
I'm gonna skip all this because we already talked to him. We're not gonna do that one. That's for a different video. We're gonna say, well, what is this place? Alright, what is this
It
place?
has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists.
Then we'll ask, what was the wager you
That is
made?
a long story.
We already went through all this, so we're just gonna keep going. And then let's talk about something else.
Of course.
And now we are going to go, are you responsible for the golden rule?
That is merely...
And then, what do you consider a sin?
I've always considered that the...
So let's skip all that. It doesn't seem like you're upholding it either.
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
That's all the questions I had.
Good. Then now it is time for your reckoning. Only...
I'm from the future. And then I was hoping you could tell me.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpine...
And then we gotta say, shouldn't you know this is the god of the underworld?
Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now. But answer this. Why have you come here? What is it you seek?
I'd like you to put an end to the golden rule.
Your hubris is amusing, so I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me, always...
Alright. And then we gotta go, the golden rule is corrupting the city, ensuring you'll never win the wager.
How so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up.
Then we talk about Rufus has become so paranoid that he's jumping at shadows.
He is a volatile and confused fellow, that one.
That's all the examples I can think of.
You will need to do a lot better than that.
Then how can you expect us to live without sin if you can't do it yourself?
That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
You've given punishments to hundreds of people, some for minor sins and some who committed no sins at all.
Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure their peers lived virtuously. They failed collectively, and so they were punished collectively. The Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before them.
If our positions were reversed, you wouldn't want me to punish you for the sins of other people.
But I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would you expect me to treat you as I treat my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you wish to? Do you ensure?
No.
Of course not. Because that would be absurd. Just as it would be absurd for...
And then, what makes your kind superior to mine?
Where to begin? Our lifespans exceed yours by thousands of years.
And then why does wisdom and technology make you superior?
Because that is the source of our power over you.
So you think you're not obliged to treat us fairly because you're more powerful than us?
You could say that.
Was it the Roman Stoic that said treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you?
My kin have no superiors.
But didn't you say Jupiter was your leader? That's hierarchy within your kin.
That is true. Go on.
So you are treating humans the way you would wish Jupiter to treat you?
Make your point, mortal.
I'm saying if you can't follow your own, how do you expect humans to?
Let me ponder that for a moment. If you are right, then it would follow that all this time I have been in the wrong. But no. The very thought of it grieves me. How can I accept your argument when doing so would make me a tyrant and a monster?
And we say you're not a monster, you're a human, and you made a mistake.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
Humans make mistakes. It's in our nature.
You have spoken eloquently, and yet, if what you say is true, it follows that my wager was fatally flawed from the beginning. But that would mean Jupiter, Proserpina's father, who knew more about you than anyone, proposed a wager I could never win. Why would he do that?
Perhaps he made a mistake too.
A mistake? But he is the best and greatest of us.
Perhaps he took on human form, he took on some of the human foibles as well.
Your words sting me, mortal. But perhaps it is what I deserve. As difficult as this is to admit, I have suspected as much for a long time now. And I cannot deny it any longer. I've been so fixated on taking my beloved to Elysium that every time one of you sinned, it wore away my hope of being with her again. In time, I began to despise your kind for making her believe that you could ever be better than you are. But my rage was not born of malice. Quite the opposite. Everything I have done, I did because I loved her. Who knew this empathy of yours, which you celebrate so much, could have such a dark underside? This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend. Very well. I will have Caron make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest. Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Farewell, mortal.
Farewell, Hades. Thanks, Hades. Love you, man. It was fun, man. Hey, look, it's our good friend Al.
Oh. Hi there. Well, here I... Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people that, fortunately for us, apparently there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, then an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
I did.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
All right. Let's go.
You go.
We did it, guys. We unlocked the last ending. We are the best.
You're back. Oh.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You...
We already did all this. Alright.
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there.
Well, let's go. 1 year later. We're at this beautiful museum.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again.
Ah, you
I
look
hope
so
you're
different.
adjusting to life as a civilian. I hear it takes a long time. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet. And I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Okay, Al. That's our boy.
You're finally here. Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life. Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
I'm happy.
I know! I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together. We're planning to get married next spring. If you're gonna be around, we'd love to see you there. Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Trophy unlocked for the Oracle.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you. So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable. Galerius and I are engaged and expecting. We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family, and Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful for what you did for us. For all of us.
Of course.
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself. See you at the wedding, I hope.
Oh, I'll be there. Hey, Dooley.
Hello, I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it.
It's you.
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth. Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box now. Galerius got me a box that tells stories. It's my favourite thing.
I'm glad you're happy.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Dooley. Who's that?
Hey.
Hi there, I'm Horatius. I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life.
You know, it makes sense that he'd be a military
and
guy.
uniting Scintilla with us as well. So, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot. But some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new. As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides. He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most. He got himself disqualified from the UFC, so he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament, like we had in Rome. Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that. But his luck finally ran out, and his life along with it. You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
You ain't wrong, brother.
Perhaps. And you. Farewell.
Farewell, brother.
I take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming. Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple. She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we'll never see him again. Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere.
You're not wrong.
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld. Trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
You're not wrong.
Then I suppose he got his wish. You too. See you around.
Hey, you're the one that tried poisoning herself.
You're the Oracle, right? Oh, of course, sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life. And of course, getting me and all of us out of a terrible... Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in... Oh, sorry. I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. Ugh. Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... What was it? Nigeria? Some people have all the luck. Well, you are the Oracle, so I suppose I'll take your word for it. Huh. I feel better already. Thank you. You too! If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there. I hope so.
Thanks. Hey, look who it is. I wonder if she's a doctor
You're
now.
here. Lucy is fine. I'm making an effort to blend in. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So, I'm studying to get into medical
Oh, that's
school.
good. That's what I figured.
As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time. You too. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, wow. She doesn't want to offer to hang out with me? Everybody else did. Alright, I talked to all these people. Oh, the hermit philosopher.
I take it you're the Oracle everybody's talking about. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. We have... I'm sorry, I don't remember. In any case, I'm Philip. I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living, and it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it. I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics. Not that I need them.
Oh, that's good. It's good to see you. Oh my god, there's so many people.
Greetings. I am told I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling.
Yeah, I can see that.
Perhaps I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won. You too, my friend.
You're the one we've been waiting for. I'm Fabia. I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I'm just so happy to be here with you and everyone together again, even if it's just for one more night. Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Caron gave me, so I just do what makes me happy. Mostly that means baking for my friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants. What a time to be alive. Thank you. I really am. You too.
Some soiree, innit?
No, I hate this guy.
Oh, hello at last. Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation. Whatever. Most gracious. I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market. That's where the real money is now. In fact, I was hoping to ask your advice. I can't decide.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
DVD rentals have a bright future.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. Of course.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
We've had a few conversations.
I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you. I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After you sent Galerius to persuade Ulpius not to take his own life, I was inspired. I just want to spend the rest of my life helping people, like you helped him.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. And wonderful.
Yeah, I'd love to. Thanks. Oh, I remember
Greetings. Thank you for your kind words and for I'm recovering. Octavio. I'm... And you?
Holy crap, I forgot how many characters there were. Oh wow, he survived too?
It is an honor. You know my name? Oh, of course. I too would like to offer my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wondrous.
I got you, brother.
For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman. And instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure. I spent the... Indeed. Thank you.
You know you tried killing me last time we were talking.
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
That's fair.
After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him. I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I dreamed it would be. I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
Yeah, sounds great.
Thanks. You too.
Hey, buddy.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius. I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll be forever in your debt. I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed of. It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but every day I look at her and this, so we're living each day to the fullest. And we end them all the same way, sitting together on our terrace with a glass. And I thank you. I wouldn't be here without you.
You're right.
You too.
Rupius.
Nice to meet you. I go by Rufus now. New start, new name. Oh, for what you did. Sorry, I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time. You too. Look us up next time you're in the Netherlands. We're grateful.
My buddy.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there. And for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow. I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam, just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was you natives of the 21st. You too, as Rufus said in his own laconic way. If you're ever in the Netherlands, we'd love to show you around. It's the least we could do.
Wow.
Hi.
Hey, Rufus. That's crazy. Is that everybody?
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal.
Look at all
but
that.
Now, a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention. Indeed. I was able to I am sorry my messages. I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish Count, so I tried to give them a way to so I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier, he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you. We were all fortunate. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way. Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind. She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day.
That's fair.
And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city? Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
The canon ending. We did it. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.